Dude, like the other day, man, like I was just thinking, like there are 7 billion people in the world. Or no, wait a second, dude. Like my friend just had like a kid last week, so like, yeah, there are 7 billion and one people in the world, and like they're all different, dude. You know what I mean? Like, why? And like, what makes a person like what he or she is? Like, what makes us what we are, dude? Like, I need to know that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was thinking. So, like, a couple of days ago, dude, like, I was like talking to my neighbor in 7G. Like, he's like a psychologist and shit. And, like, he's like, dude, like, our like environment and like our experiences, like, they shape us. Like, they're what makes us what we are, dude. Like, you know? Like Mickey Mouse, dude, like he like freaking he was born and raised in like Disneyland and stuff. So like he was all like happy and shit, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm all happy and shit. You know what I mean? But like Mel Gibson, dude, like he lived like really far from Disneyland, like in Australia and stuff. And like he was like exposed to like racist ideas like at a young age and stuff. So like he's all like fucking Jews and fucking blacks and shit like that. I mean, like, I don't think he had like a Mickey Mouse voice, but he's like, like fucking Jews and like fucking blacks and shit like that, dude. So like, like according to the psychologist, that's it, dude. That's like why Mel Gibson like was what he was and why he is what he is, dude. But like then like the other day, like yesterday, dude, like I was talking to my neighbor in like 4F, dude. Like he's like a geneticist, like he studies like genes and shit. And like he's all like, dude, man, like like we are what we are due to like our natures and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like we're just born to be like a certain person and that's it, dude. Like the environment like doesn't do shit, man. You know what I mean? And he's all like Mickey Mouse, like he wasn't even born in Disneyland, dude. Like he's from New York City. Or maybe like was it New York City? It might have been like Seattle, like some place where people are like pissed off or depressed or some shit. But like, like he chose to move to Disneyland, dude. Like he freaking, like he's just like, oh, I'm all happy and shit. So like he moved to Disneyland. You know what I mean? Like to be around like happiness and stuff. You know what I mean? And like Mel Gibson, he was just freaking born to be racist, dude. Like, like most of us, like when we're kids, we're all like, Dad, dude, can you like tell me the story about like the three little pigs or like freaking like Goldilocks and like the three bears and stuff? But like Mel Gibson was all like, Dad, like, can you tell me the story about like the three covetous Jews or like Goldilocks and the three black guys who tried to rape her and stuff, you know what I mean? Because like that's just the way, like he was and stuff. Or like even if he wasn't like racist as like a kid, like he was just gonna become racist, you know what I mean? Like there was no avoiding it. Like even if he had grown up in Disneyland, dude, like he would have like befriended like all the racist like characters like and stuff. Like I don't know, dude, like does Disneyland have any like racist characters? Like I don't know, like maybe like Cruella DeVille or something, but like, like he would have found some racists in Disneyland. He would have like hung around them and then like started some sort of like KKK group and shit. You know what I mean? Like, like he would have like been all drunk and shit during a Disneyland parade, like yelling like, the Jews will never take our freedom, dude. He would have like fucked up the whole place, man. Like I wouldn't go to Disneyland like if it were full of like radical extremists like starting shit like civil wars and stuff like. But anyways, the point is, dude, like according to the geneticists, like like it's just all in like our nature and stuff, you know what I mean? So like, but the thing is, dude, like both of my neighbors, dude, like both the psychologist and the geneticist, they both make like a shitload of money, dude, and they're both like respected and whatever, but like they have completely different views when it comes to this. And like, this is their specialty, dude. You know what I mean? So, like, I just ultimately came to the conclusion that. Or no, wait a second, dude. Like, I didn't come to any conclusion, man. Like, I probably have to ask, like, a third neighbor, like, as a tiebreaker, you know? Like Lao Tzu, like my neighbor in like 7G, like he's like a famous like ancient Chinese philosopher. Like maybe he can shed some light on the topic, you know what I mean? But like I'll tell you what, dude, like I'll bet like my other ancient Chinese philosopher neighbor, like Confucius, he lives in 3C, dude, like he'll probably disagree with Lao Tzu, dude. So like here's what I really learned, dude. Like you can learn a lot of shit by like talking to your neighbors and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like there's still gonna be a lot of stuff that you're just not gonna know, dude. I mean, like that's just the way things are, dude.